Hello everyone, my name is Peter and I will be your teacher today. I am from, well, maybe you can guess where I am from by looking at this flag. Do you recognize it? Okay, maybe you don't know it. Maybe you've seen this flag before. Does it look familiar to any flags you might know? What country am I from? Okay, I think you know this one. I'm from Canada. The two flags that you saw before may have looked a little bit strange, maybe a little familiar. When Canada chose its flag in 1964, there were many options to choose from. The two flags that you saw before could have been Canada's flag. Canada debated what flag they should have during the Great Canadian Flag Debate. Eventually, we chose this flag that you see now. As I'm sure you know, flags are really important. They are a national symbol. They represent your country. One of the first things that people see when they enter a country is the flag at the airport. Flags often have important symbols that represent their country. I'm sure you are familiar with your own country's symbols in the flag. For example, the white in Korea's flag represents peace and purity. Ted Kaye is an expert on flags. He wrote a handbook about how to make a good flag called Good Flag, Bad Flag. In his book, he talks about 5 rules you should follow to make a good flag. Rule number 1 is keep it simple. Number 2, use meaningful symbolism. Number 3, use 2 or 3 colors. Number 4, no lettering and no seals. Number 5, be distinctive, unique, or be related. In this video, we will look at just the first 3 rules. This is the Jamaican flag. As you can see, it's very simple. This is a great example for the keep it simple rule. Any child can easily draw this flag. One good way to test if a flag is simple is to make it smaller. Is it still easy to see when it's small? On the other hand, Detroit's flag breaks this rule. There are too many shapes, too many symbols to draw. Here's a challenge. Do you think you can draw this flag from memory? Look at it for 30 seconds. Then try to draw it on a piece of paper. Let's see how close you get. Next, here is Ukraine's flag. The Ukrainian flag uses important symbols to represent the country. The blue represents the sky. The yellow represents fields of wheat, which are very common in Ukraine. In contrast, the Milwaukee flag uses lots of symbols, but there are too many. It's difficult to see what's important in Milwaukee. Is it boats? Is it gears? Is it this plant on the left? Or is it 1846? Do you recognize this flag? I think so. France. The French flag uses 2 simple colors, blue and red, plus white. Virginia, on the other hand, has at least 10 colors in their flag. Imagine trying to draw this. Even though we have learned about 5 rules for good flags, sometimes it's okay to break rules. Following these 5 rules all the time would lead to every flag looking almost the same. This would be pretty boring. I think you can recognize this flag. Nepal's flag clearly breaks the rules. It isn't even a rectangle, but everyone remembers it. Imagine trying to draw Maryland's flag. It's very complicated, but I think it looks really cool. Bhutan's flag certainly isn't simple either. Dragons aren't easy to draw, but it's very eye-catching. You can't look away. Finally, the South African flag clearly breaks the rules about colors, but it's still very beautiful. Why don't you try designing a new flag for your country, your city, or your school? You can use these rules as a guide, or you can ignore them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.